I'm Akira Nakasone. Today's my first day of high school. Dad and others said they wanted to come to my entrance ceremony. Unfortunately, they couldn't. Well, I thought so. My parents came to the entrance ceremony. However, I'm alone. My parents are on a long overseas business trip, and I live with my grandparents now. Grandma and Grandpa said they'll come, but last night, both of them got a fever. Gosh, they don't have to be that excited just because their grandson is becoming a high school student. Crap! They're Natsume and Kiba from Neko Okadaini Junior High! How come? Both of them can study. I'm in the same high school with them, also in the same class. It's over for me. Natsume and Kiba. Oh, were they talking about those two guys? Oops, my seat seems to be in front of them. Ignoring might not be appropriate, so act normally. Normally. Good morning. Hey, stand up! What can I do for you? If you sit in front of me, I can't see anything, you airhead. Is that so? Then, should I tell the teacher to change our seats later? Hey, are you fooling around? Why on earth do I have to give you the best back row seat to you? Then, what should we do? Huh? Do you want me to teach you a lesson? Gee, a fight on the first day in high school? Huh? Airhead, what did you do? This ain't good. Ouch! Oh, are you okay?
Natsume, why are you fooling around?
I'm not fooling around. He's really hard as iron. You're joking. That Natsume got beaten? Seriously? Who's that guy? He's worse than Natsume and Kiba? Oops. What? What happened?
Let me see. You're bad. Have you ever trained in the mountains? You're muscular everywhere. You're not a familiar face around here. But you're a battle master hand, aren't you?
No. I've never fought before.
Then what? Are you a martial artist who doesn't put hands on amateurs?
Oh no, of course not. I'm just an ordinary guy. Huh? You're an amateur and you have such a well-built body? Interesting guy. Why don't we be friends? You must be joking. It looks like I found my first friend in high school. When I was in junior high school, I was too shy to talk to others and couldn't make a single friend. I made up my mind to talk to people when I get in high school. And suddenly, the first classmate I talked with says he wants to be my friend. Lunch break. It was the first time I ate lunch chatting with my friend. Where do you usually hang around, Akira? Oh, I always play video games at home alone.
Huh? You're like an indoor person?
Yup.
Anyway, you have such a good body. Hey, can I touch it again?
Give up. When Kiba switches on, nobody can stop her.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna take your clothes off. I have a muscle fetish. When you talk about manga, I love characters who are powerful and buffed military type.
Come on. Such comments should not be said in front of your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Natsume is my cousin.
Exactly. We've been like siblings since we were kids. There's no love between us. Don't worry. Really?
Good, so I can touch you as much as I want.
Yikes.
Well, anyway, do you want to do some workouts? You didn't move an inch when Natsume kicked you. On the other hand, Natsume got blown off by that. Your lower body strength is amazing. Are you sure you've never trained in the mountains?
No, I've never trained. But it could be related to my daily routine. Routine?
Routine?
5 in the morning. I'm leaving Akira, who's in the 9th grade, starts early morning. Every day, he leaves his house at 5 in the morning to go to school. The reason is simple. He has to walk more than 15 kilometers for 3 hours to go to school. If your school is 15 kilometers far, you're going to the wrong district. Yep, my junior high is located in Neko City. But I embarked from the next city over. Due to my parents' work, I went to school from my grandparents' house. Junior high school student Akira started to go to school when he was in the 7th grade. At that time, I didn't imagine that he'd continue to do that for such a long time. But his parents' business trip kept on prolonging, and Akira boy kept on walking so long.
Didn't anybody send you to school?
Yeah, my grandparents didn't drive a car.
Then why didn't you ride a bicycle? Or rather, take the bus or train?
Actually, I can't ride a bike. I also got sick when I used the bus and trains, so I had no choice of using public transportation. I was able to walk to school, so I thought it was okay. Hey, Akira, you're Kiba's favorite airhead who overly promotes muscles type.
Don't say it, you idiot!
So, junior high school student Akira kept on walking on rainy or windy days for 3 years. As a result, walking 20 kilometers to high school is nothing for him.
Hey, wait. Did you walk to school today as usual?
Oh, yes.
What? He's a genuine whose brain is all muscles and his brain stopped to think because of the muscles. Gee, I never thought such a true idiot exists in real life. He doesn't rely on tools or knowledge, just trusted his own muscles. Kiba was moved by Akira and trying to praise him.
On that day, on my way home, I left the school chatting with my friends for the very first time. Are you okay to come to the station with us? Oh, it's on my way home, so no problem. By the way, I've never gone home with a friend before. I'm really happy. I'm glad that I chose this high school. Hey, he's pure. He's too cute.
Hey, they sell croquettes!
Blowing some money. This is a high school student's privilege. You are really a simple nerd who has nothing to do with fighting. I'm invincible around here, but he made me fall on my rear end. Oh!
Burglar! Somebody stop him! Hey, Natsume, let's go! Revenge on the croquettes!
Okay. Hey, Akira, run! You probably can run the fastest among us. All right.
Go, Akira! Just tackle him!
Yes!
You used up all your luck when you made me have a grudge over food.
Yikes! Thanks to our efforts, they caught the burglar on sight. The people in the shopping area thanked us, and Kiba got her extra croquette.
You're awesome and deserve to be loved by me. You were cool. I'll give you one.
Thanks. Did I hear her say that I'm loved by her? Or maybe not. Hey, that was for 3 in the first place, right?
Huh? I'm the one who won it. Natsume, who didn't do anything.
What? I'll give half of mine to you, Natsume. Wow, thanks. I didn't know that being with friends is so much fun. On the first day of high school, I experienced so many new things. On that night, I was so excited, I got a fever and my grandparents were stunned. I'm Akira Doi. I'm a high schooler. And there's a fairy living in the clay pipe in my garden. Well, she's actually only a gyaru. But whether I call her a gyaru or a fairy is actually only a small difference. Both are similar in the sense that they are both hard to understand. This is a story of my somewhat unique life with a clay pipe fairy. Let's first start at the very beginning. On that day too, I was chilling out alone at home on the porch. Due to personal circumstances, I'm living on my own in this old one-story house even as a high schooler. Normally, such an environment would become a prime hangout spot for my classmates. but I'm an independent loner. I have a hard time talking to others. I've never had a friend over. All in all, spending time on my own is the most relaxing. Maybe it's just another cat.
Meow.
These clay pipes. I used to play inside them when I was little, but I wonder what all the fuzz was about. Wild cats live in them from time to time, so maybe I should just call a company to remove them. Huh? What's that? There's a Gyaru living inside. Huh? She's totally got the image of an easygoing, sweet, and carefree Gyaru down pat.
You want some?
So, why were you in there?
It just seemed like a nice clay pipe.
Do nice clay pipes even exist?
Yeah, this one's a good one. I can't help but get inside.
You were planning on living in there?
Yep.
Yup.
Is it not allowed?
That, all at once, everything started to feel like a major hassle. Gyarus are incomprehensible creatures from the outset. They call middle-aged men cute. They communicate with friends in their own unique language. This one's probably just another of those. Seeing things like that, I found it a hassle to take her seriously. Do whatever you want.
Really? Thank you. Oh, what's your name?
Akira.
Thanks, Akira-kun.
She'll just grow tired of this game anyways. The next morning, I'd come to find out how wrong I was. No way! Dude, did she really sleep in there? I had a feeling she turned out bothersome, but she's way crazier than I imagined.
Huh?
Calm down, dude. What I saw this morning was a dream. A dream I saw while I was half asleep. Or a delusion. So there's no way there's a Gyaru living in my clay pipes. She's totally chilling.
Oh, welcome back, Akira-kun.
Looks comfy.
Yeah, looks nice, huh?
No, there's nothing nice about this situation. Is that Gyaru seriously planning on living in the clay pipes? All I wanted was to live day to day in peace, but how did things come to this? The next day, and the day after that, the Gyaru was still around.
Look, it looks delicious, right? I made enough to share with you, Akira-kun.
Right. By the way, where'd you get this fish?
I caught it.
You caught it? New discovery. Gyarus have unexpectedly high survival skills. Nah, that can't be true. She's kinda like a cat who brings back insects and things it caught to its owner. Her preference for narrow places like the clay pipes, how she goes wandering around on a whim seems cat-like. Are you actually a cat? Sorta like in The Grateful Crane?
Huh? Meow.
Hey, you're cute, huh? Damn, I said that out loud.
That's not allowed, Akira-kun. So embarrassing.
All in all, I gradually came to accept daily life living with this Gyaru. This weird symbiotic relationship continued for a while. Living through such surreal days, I would sometimes wonder if she's just a figment of my imagination. I feel like I just keep on accepting food from her. This isn't meant to be some form of thank you or anything, but hey, there's an extra room available in my house. You can use it if you'd like, you know. Before I knew it, I was making suggestions like that.
No, we can't do that, Akira-kun. For a boy and a girl to live under the same roof before marriage, to sleep in the same room.
I never said we'd sleep in the same room. So the easygoing, sweet Gyaru still remains a clay pipe fairy today. I can't believe I got a cold this time of the year. This isn't good. It's totally getting worse. That girl isn't around. Dude, why do I feel disappointed about this? Oh, darn it. Where am I? Hey!
Akira-kun, goodbye.
Wait!
Meow. Oh, when I got home, you were collapsed and groaning, Akira-kun. You seemed to be suffering so much, so I thought it was intrusive, but...
She was taking care of me this whole time. Thanks.
You're welcome.
She entered my house for the first time that day. Not that anything would change after that. Or so I thought. I got over my cold after one whole day sleeping it off. She went back to live in the clay pipes.
Akira-kun, look! A new seasonal flavor came out. Let's eat it together.
Yeah, I'll go and make us some tea. Owie!
Father! Mother!
Owie. That's her name. She had never told me her name, nor had I ever asked her. Hearing this unfamiliar name, I came to my senses. Of course she's no cat nor clay pipe fairy. She's just a girl who had run away from home. Apparently, her parents fought all the time in her household. She couldn't bear seeing her parents throwing insults at each other. She wandered the streets without any place to go, and finally reached my garden. A few days later, she dropped by to tell me all the details. Her parents stopped fighting out of shock from their daughter running away.
So that's what happened. Sorry for bothering you with all of this.
It's not at all a hassle for me.
Well, I'll get going now. It was fun hanging out with you, Akira-kun.
She's probably not going to come back here anymore. I was sure of that. There was an invisible line between the house I live in and the clay pipe she lives in. As long as it was there, a socially awkward guy like me and an easygoing girl like her could maintain just the right sense of distance. But she crossed that line to take care of me. As if this was a trigger, her parents appeared. So whatever fragile thing we shared shattered just like that. Now that she has no reason to run away from home, there's no reason for her to come here anymore. That's all there is to it. But even if she has no reason to come, those clay pipes!
Huh?
I was thinking of having them removed. But even if I were to, it's not like I'd do anything with the garden, so I decided to keep things the way they are.
Huh?
Look, a wild cat might start living in one, so that's all there is to it. So, see ya.
Meow. This place is so relaxing.
It's been a few days since she's came back to the clay pipes. We were back to the same sense of distance from before. Aren't your parents worried?
No worries. It's not like I don't go home at all like before.
Even though you still hang out here almost every day.
I guess the reason why I hang out here isn't the same as before.
What do you mean?
It's a secret.
But it sometimes seems like there's something different about her. Maybe it's just me. You really like it, huh?
Like? Yep, I like you.
Really? Narrow places are nice, huh? I kinda like it too.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's what I like. Narrow places. So much that I'd be okay with living in clay pipes forever.
I feel like that's going a little too far, though. Damn, I really freaked out. For a moment there, I thought she said that she likes me. I'm so glad I didn't say me too without thinking. So that's why this weird relationship between an unsociable guy like me and a cat-like, easygoing girl like her is here to stay for now. My name is Eiji. I'm a super shady person, but thanks to my cheerful friends from junior high, I've been able to avoid being alone in high school. But I'm clearly the only one in my current group of friends who doesn't fit in. A group trip to an amusement park. Honestly, I can't even be bothered to go outside, but it wouldn't feel right if I was the only one not going.
Good morning.
Ah, Aoi-san. Good morning.
Oh, it's only you so far?
Yeah,
We meet at 10, right? I thought I'd be the last one.
indeed. Everyone is late. Please, anyone, just come. Aoi-san is too much for just me. I'm not a good match for her. When she's a hot gyaru and I'm a shady guy, I don't know how to be around her. Aoi-san is the leader of the group. She's a cool gyaru and often gets everyone talking about boutiques and cafes. Naturally, there's no way that a shady person like me can keep up with that kind of talk. I can never bring up the topic of anime in today's group. I mean, come to think of it, this is the first time I've ever had a conversation with Aoi-san, isn't it?
Oh my, Haruka just texted me she can't come because of some family business.
My friend said his cat suddenly got sick.
What? She lost her house key and the rest of the family is traveling.
What? Are we the only ones who can go today?
It looks like it.
Well, what do? We can't really go to an amusement park just the two of us, right?
Well, I guess there's no need to go anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I don't mean that I don't want to go to the amusement park with you. I actually wasn't too keen on it. Roller coasters aren't my thing.
I know how you feel. I'm not good at them either.
I see. But what should I do now? My mother's cleaning up all over the house today, and I'm sure she'll make me help her if I come back now. What are you going to do now, Eiji-kun?
Since I'm here, I guess I'll probably go somewhere for lunch.
What are you going to eat?
I'm thinking of ramen. I heard that a new ramen shop opened behind the next station. I've been wanting to go there for a while.
What? Do you mean Ramen Shiro?
What? Do you know that place?
Yes, that place was opened by a guy who trained at Ramen Saburo, right?
Wow, she knows a lot about it. Maybe she likes ramen as well? That's surprising.
Hey, maybe I could come with you?
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to have ramen with Aoi-san, whom I've barely talked to.
Oh my god, that was amazing!
Yeah, the broth and noodles were just fantastic. That shop might just be my favorite now.
After all, the curly noodles are the best match for a broth like that, aren't they? They mix well with the broth.
I know, right?
That was the most satisfying bowl I've had in a long time.
We had miso ramen today, but what kind of ramen do you usually eat?
Tonkatsu mostly, I think. But I also like soy sauce based. What about you, Eiji-kun?
Unexpectedly, we had a lot of fun talking about ramen. Afterwards, we moved to a family restaurant to talk more about ramen. Our conversation then went beyond ramen. Wait, do you know that anime? It's quite minor though.
I was surprised you knew that one. I didn't think there was anyone close to me who knew about it.
It's a dark story, but it's good, isn't it? It's hopelessly unpopular though.
It's hardly talked about on the internet either. Oh, right. What kind of music do you listen to? Are most of them anime songs?
Well, I'm an otaku, you know?
I listen to them a lot too. Anime songs include the worldview of the anime, so I can really get into them.
It started with ramen, then anime, music, and games. My interests and Aoi-san's interests matched completely. We were so well matched that we forgot about time and talked all day long.
Wow, it's getting late already.
Oh, that's true. It's past 10 already. Aoi-san, are you okay with the time?
Yes, I'll make it in time for curfew.
So, we're closing out today's excursion then.
Yes, but I didn't expect to have so much in common.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I mean, you have a lot of hobbies. You usually talk about fashion and cafes with your friends, so...
Yeah, well, especially with girls.
I think her voice just dropped a tone.
Well, let's go home now. Yes, I'll make a group chat later and invite you. We haven't talked enough, so let's talk more from now on, okay?
Sure. I never knew there was someone so close to me with such compatible interests. and she's one of the most popular girls in our class. It's not a dream, is it? A group chat with just me and Aoi-san. From that day on, we started messaging a lot, mainly about our hobbies. Have you watched episode 12?
I did! Oh my god, it was amazing! I cried!
I know!
I want to talk about it now!
Oh? Why not? We had great chemistry, and it didn't take me long to fall for her. But our relationship at school is the same as it has always been. We are in the same group, but we remain in a relationship where we don't talk to each other at all. I wanted to talk to her, but I didn't have the courage to talk to Aoi-san in front of everyone. I found a really stylish cafe. I think it's definitely the type of place you would like.
Wow! Is it really that nice a place?
Yeah, if you're free after school today, why don't we go together?
I don't know.
Is she looking at me? Why suddenly?
What's wrong, Aoi? You seem to be in a bad mood. Nothing. Not really. I don't think so. Oh, I see. You don't want to hang out with this guy.
Hey, seriously? I'm shocked.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Did she just stare at me? After school the same day, after visiting the staff room for day duty and having to deal with a long conversation with the homeroom teacher. When I returned to the classroom, Aoi-san was waiting for me.
Hey, do you have a minute?
Aoi-san, what's wrong?
Why did you look away during lunch break?
Did I do that?
Yes, you did. Blatantly.
Sorry, I wasn't aware of it. But you don't have to get so angry just because I looked away once.
That's not all. We found out that we have the same interests, but you never talked to me at school. It's already been 2 weeks since we last hung out together. We've only been messaging each other on our phones since then.
Wait, does that mean she's been waiting for me to ask her out?
I want to talk about many things with you, Eiji-kun. I want to get to know you better. But was that only a one-sided thought on my part?
That's not true, because
You're not telling me anything. Okay, that's enough. I'm leaving.
What the hell am I doing? You can't let her go like this. I must properly tell her how I feel. Aoi-san, wait. You're wrong. My feelings are the same as yours.
What?
I was afraid that if I suddenly talked to you, you would think I was strange. It's pathetic, isn't it? Even though I desperately wanted to talk to you.
No, it's not pathetic. I'm just like you. I took out my frustration on you earlier. But I couldn't close the distance between me and you either, especially in front of everyone.
It's not your fault, Aoi-san. It was my reluctance that was wrong. That day, you and I ate ramen together and talked about various things. It was so much fun. Too much fun. I want to hang out like that again. That's all I've been able to think about these days.
I didn't know that.
Earlier, you said you wanted to get to know me. I feel exactly the same way. No, maybe my feelings are stronger.
Your feelings are stronger?
I said I want to hang out with you. I don't think it's just because we have the same interests. Maybe it's because I like you, Aoi-san.
What? Hey, that was a bit too sudden.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was something... momentum. I was told that I was reluctant, so I mustered up the courage to confess. But come to think of it, it's true that I may have skipped a few steps. You don't need to respond now.
Me too.
What?
I like you too, Eiji-kun.
Oh my. Are you serious?
Yes, it's true. I'm so embarrassed. You were too manly. That's usually where you ask someone out on a date, wasn't it?
Maybe you're right.
But I'm glad to hear that. If we have a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship, I can ask you out without hesitation. and we can enjoy many things together from now on.
You're right. Let's see. So, now we're dating, right?
Yes, I look forward to our days together. Eiji-kun, you're my boyfriend. Wow, it's kind of strange. Until just the other day, we hardly ever talked.
Indeed. You know what? To tell you the truth, I was not very good with you. You were sensitive to trends and liked fashion and cafes. I felt like you lived in a different world from mine.
Oh, I see. Then maybe I should confess too.
Confess what?
You know, I like clothes, but I'm not interested in cafes.
Really?
I didn't want my friends to say I have bad taste, so I've been hiding what I really like.
But you revealed it to me, didn't you? Why was that?
That's because I knew you were a good person. We hardly ever talked, but we were in the same group, and we spent a lot of time together, didn't we?
I see. I thought you didn't like me since we hadn't talked much.
Aw, you said you were not very good with me too.
No. That was more like a selfish preconceived notion. Now, I really like you, Aoi-san.
Ah, that kind of surprise is not fair.
Her face is blushing. I wonder if Aoi-san is actually a bit shy.
Hey, do you want to go out for ramen right now? There's a restaurant I've always wanted to go to.
Great idea. Let's go.
I'm so happy that I'm with you now.
Me too.